Hi guys! Welcome sa another video natin today. Ako si Maria Merlinda, isang licensed professional teacher at inyong mayora na mamimigay ng ayuda sa pamamagitan ng pagtuturo ng matematika. In this video, magdi-discuss tayo ng ilang example of solving quadratic equations using quadratic formula. Previously, ito ay na-derive na natin from completing the square. So without further ado, let's get this lesson started. So, quadratic formula, ito yung another way ng pagsosolve ng quadratic equations wherein kailangan lang natin tandaan itong formula na to. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, itong formula na to, as long as sa ulo natin at alam natin kung paano mag-square ng numbers, kung paano kumuha ng square root ng numbers, madali lang to. At ito ay pwedeng gamitin sa kahit anong quadratic equation, factorable or hindi, complete or incomplete, pwedeng gamitin ang quadratic formula. So let's have the following examples. We have x squared plus 7x plus 3. Kailangan yung given natin naka-standard form. Pag sinabing standard form, nasa left side lahat ng terms, tapos 0 lang yung nasa right side. And then dapat format niya is ax squared plus bx plus c, or decreasing yung exponent ng variable. So, kapag naka-standard form na siya, bago natin isulat mismo yung quadratic formula, kailangan alam natin yung ABC. At makukuha yon sa mga coefficient ng mga terms dito sa standard form. So yung A, coefficient siya ng x squared. Dahil walang nakasulat, automatic that is 1. Yung B, yun yung coefficient ng x. Tandaan nyo, kapag coefficient ng x, kailangan sinasama natin pati yung addition symbol dito or yung subtraction symbol. Kasi yun yung magsisilbing sign kung positive ba or negative yung B. Same goes with C. C is your constant at yan yung huling-huling term na nasa left side. Isasama din natin yung plus and minus kasi sila yung magsisilbing sign. So in this case, 3 ang C. Susulat natin tong quadratic formula, tapos isa-substitute natin yan sa bawat B, A, at C dito sa formula na to. And kapag nagsa-substitute, I highly suggest na maglagay ng parenthesis, parang ganito. So yung negative, tapos yung 7, hindi lang natin basta sinulat yung 7, nilagay natin siya sa parenthesis. Tapos itong B squared, yung B papalitan ng 7, minus 4, times A mo ay 1, ang C mo ay 3. All over 2 times 1, or A. And then simplify natin. Itong negative times 7 is negative 7, plus or minus square root of 7 squared is 49. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, times 3 is negative 12. Kaya to minus 12. And then 2 times 1 is 2. So, kaya naging ganito yung next step. Afterwards, dito sa kabilang side, pwede nating i-minus tong 49 minus 12. Subtracting them, we just have 37. Yan. So, afterwards, hanapan natin ng square root itong 37. Pause this video and think. Meron bang square root ang 37? Kung wala, may factor ba ang 37 na may square root? Baka naman kasi pwede nating i-simplify. Pause this video and think about that. Okay, itong 37, wala na siyang square root at wala din siyang factor na may square root. With that being said, ganyan na yan. Hindi na natin masisimplify. Ang next step natin ay paghihiwalayin na natin yung x sub 1 will take the plus sign here and x sub 2 will take the minus sign. Parang ganito. X sub 1 ay yung plus, x sub 2 ay yung minus. So since hindi na naman natin sila ma-add, recall from the lesson about adding and subtracting radicals, hindi na rin natin sila ma-divide. With that being said, example 1 is already solved. Ito na yung final answer. Next, example 2. We have x squared plus 5x minus 1 equals 5. Anong kinaibahan niya sa example 1 kanina bukod sa iba na yung numbers? Okay, naka-equals 5. Tandaan nyo, dapat bago tayo mag-quadratic formula, kailangan naka-standard form muna. We have to find a way para yung 5 na yan matanggal dyan. Itong 5 sa right side. And we know we can eliminate this by using transposition method. So, itong 5, itatranspose sa kabila, magiging minus 5 yan. And then, simplify this one. Negative 1 minus 5, using our knowledge in integers, dapat ito ay maging negative 6. Yan. Dahil naka-standard form na siya, let's identify A, B, C. You may pause this video and on your paper, isulat niyo kung ano yung value ng A, value ng B, at value ng C. Did you get the same? Yan. Tandaan ha, yung sign or yung operation ng mga terms, yun yung magsisilbing sign ng ABC. So in this case, naka-minus yung constant, so negative dapat yung C. And then, substitute sa quadratic formula. Tandaan, maglagay ng parenthesis kapag nagsa-substitute. So, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. Next, we simplify the radical here. So, yung negative 5, ganyan na yan, negative 5, plus or minus yung 25 galing sa 5 squared. And then, itong negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, times negative 6 is positive 24. Kaya plus 24 na yung nandito. Over 2 times 1, which is just 2. Adding this, 25 and 24, we get 49. Now, pause this video and think, meron bang square root ang 49? Of course, meron. That is 7. After nating makuha yung square root ng 49, that's the time we will separate the two roots. Isang addition, naka-plus. Solve muna natin to. Negative 5, x sub 1 will take the plus of 7. Negative 5 plus 7 is positive 2. 2 divided by 2, that is positive 1. Ito yung x sub 1 natin. Next, yung x sub 2 naman, dahil plus kanina sa x sub 1, plus 7, x sub 2 will take the negative of 7. So like this, negative 5 minus 7, we know that is negative 12. Divided by 2, negative 6. So x sub 2 is negative 6. So yan, kung mapapansin nyo, kung itatry nyo din yung x squared plus 5x minus 6, this is factorable. Pwede siyang magamitan ng factoring method. And kung itatry nyo on your own, dapat ito rin yung maging sagot, 1 and negative 6. Carry over pa rin dito yung pwedeng magkabaligtad yung x sub 1 at x sub 2. Pwede nga x sub 1 natin ay itong negative 6 at x sub 2 natin itong positive 1. Regardless of the order, basta 1 and negative 6 yung sagot, tama yan. And finally, for number 3, we have 2x squared minus 4x plus 34. Is this already in standard form? Of course, hindi pa. Kailangan i-transpose ang 34, magiging negative 34 dito sa left. O yan, standard form na ba yan? Okay, i-identify natin ang A, B at C. Ang A natin ay 2, ang B natin ay negative 4, at ang C natin ay negative 34. Afterwards, let's write down the quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And then, substitute. Yan, ito yung kahalagahan ng may parenthesis. Dahil kapag yung b ay originally negative, mas maiintindihan natin kung lalagay natin sa parenthesis yung value niya. Kasi nakamultiply pa sa negative. Same goes with this. Tapos, minus 4 times a natin ay 2, ang c natin ay negative 34, yan. We simplify this. Negative times negative, ito dapat positive na lang. And then, negative 4 squared is positive 16. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 34 is positive 272. All over 2 times 2, which is 4. Adding this to 16 and 272, we have 288. Now, pause this video at mag-isip, ito ba ay may square root? Okay, walang square root ang 288. Paano natin yan isi-simplify? Ano dapat ang factor ng 288 para ma-simplify natin ito? 288 can be factored as 144 times 2. Dahil ang 144, meron tong exact square root which is 12. Yan. And then, square root of 2 na lang yung may iwan sa loob. Afterwards, paghihiwalayin natin sila. Paghihiwalayin in the sense that, i-separate natin dahil kung mapapansin nyo yung 4 na ito, tapos yung 12 na nilabas natin kanina, tsaka yung 4 na denominator, lahat yan pwedeng ma-divide sa 4. Pwede silang makuhanan ng GCF. Ma-lowest term, kumbaga. So, para magawa natin yun, ipaghihiwalay natin yung term na to, itong 4 over 4, tsaka itong 12 square root of 2 over 4. Tapos, ang operation nila sa gitna ay plus or minus. Ito. Next, divide natin. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Plus or minus, yung 12, i-divide natin sa 4, 3 na lang. Square root of 2. Kaya ito na lang yung naging simplified version ng step na to. Tandaan ha, pwede nating paghiwalayin yung dalawang term, itong 4 over 4, tsaka itong 12 square root of 2 over 4. Kapag nakita natin na itong mga numbers na to, itong 4, 12 at 4, ay pwede pang ma-lowest term or pwede pang makuhanan ng GCF. So, since ganito na nga ang naging resulting step natin, hindi na naman natin siya maa-add or mama-minus, paghihiwalayin na lang natin. Yung x sub 1 will take the plus, and x sub 2 will take the negative part. So, yung x sub 1 is 1 plus 3 square root of 2, x sub 2 is 1 minus 3 square root of 2. So, that is already your final answer. So that's it for quadratic formula. Tandaan itong quadratic formula ay pwede sa lahat ng uri ng quadratic equation, regardless kung factorable or hindi, complete or hindi. Kapag kasi incomplete, sabihin natin walang C, yung C dito, magiging 0 na lang. Or kapag walang B, yung B dito, magiging 0 na lang. Pwede pa rin siyang i-substitute dito sa quadratic formula and eventually masolve. Again, thank you for watching and see you on the next video.